Hey, welcome to 10 Minutes of Your Time. I'm your host, Josh Padgett. In this show, we sit down with industry's favorite people and only get 10 minutes of their time. And my guest today is Joey Munoz, owner, operator, Santino Brothers here in LA. Thank you for having us in here today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad you guys came down. Check it out.
This is awesome. I don't get a lot of time to be able to stand in a wrestling ring, and I'm starting to mark out just a little bit.
Oh, no way. This is actually our life. This is my life. This is our dojo number 2. We just opened it up this June because we've got so many students, so many sign-ups that we're just trying to accommodate everybody.
Right, and your top trainer here is Brian Kendrick, right?
The Brian Kendrick trains here Tuesday nights. He trains here boot camp course during the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We got Los Luchas training here, training in Lucha Libre, and then we have the Santino Brothers staff training all week here. So
this is the spot to really learn your craft here in LA, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. That was always the idea, was to not just make a Kaos training facility, but making an actual academy where we have different classes that you can go to learn from different people, because I can't teach you everything. I can teach you everything I know. And then Brian's going to teach you everything he knows. And if you go to everybody, then really help you make a well-rounded wrestler right here at Santino Brothers.
Yeah, now you mentioned Chaos. Now that's probably what a lot of people out there will know you as, more than this nice guy Joey here.
Yeah.
You were Chaos, and you were better known like XPW, MTV's
Wrestling Society X. Yeah.
And I saw you here a few years ago in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you wrestled a lot out here under the name as Chaos, and you were with GQ Money from time to time, or he was Mitsapilla, the voodoo guy.
He was Rixelplix.
Yeah,
we did the Voodoo Chaos for my love of zombies and stuff. So just trying to.
I mean, it was good television.
Do something different, I guess.
Now you did a lot of. Now what I didn't see you in but you did a lot of hardcore stuff, a lot of death match stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have my share. I think it's been well documented. I haven't done that much, but I think since it's been well documented, because I probably have about maybe 5 death matches under my belt or less, and it all stems from Rob Black, the owner of XPW, saying, well, you're not going to be on the show because you're not what we're looking for. You're not the deathmatch type of wrestler. And I said, well, if that's what I need to do to get on the show, that's what I'll do. And so, that was the only reason, because I didn't want to just sit on the sidelines and watch everybody wrestle. So I got in there and did a deathmatch with Supreme my first time.
Nice. And did you ever have to blade? Did you ever get
Yeah, there's a lot of blood involved, a lot of razor blades involved, a lot of light tubes involved. I got hit in the back with 4 light tubes by Vampiro, and my back just went shredded, full of blood, and no razor blades needed.
Now, and so what are the advantages of a wrestler doing these hardcore matches versus a guy who never did that and just kind of did the normal cookie cutter matches?
Well, I always like to say that I will wrestle any style that I have to. If I have to go in there, and I've been champion for in Mexico. I wrestled Lucha Libre style, wrestled the American style, wrestled Chris Hamrick, wrestled his Southern style, and just wrestling Supreme and wrestling the deathmatch style. I just really like to say that, really try to be a well-rounded wrestler, and that's what I've always tried to do, because my love is actually getting in there and just chain grappling, get in there and chain grappling with somebody. But if I have to, I can get in there and mix it up with
some light bulbs,
ladders, chairs, light bulbs, all kinds of stuff, thumbtacks.
Yeah, and so you do all this, and you were famously on a segment on Monday Night Raw with Snitsky a few years back. And Carlito, yeah. And then you were also on ECW after they had been, it was WWE programming after they had gotten them. So you made it on the big shows and stuff. Do you think that doing all the deathmatch stuff changed how they would look at you? Did they know you as this guy who was doing the XPW stuff?
No, I really don't think they recognized me as the deathmatch guy or deathmatch wrestler. I never wanted to get categorized into that. That's why I never really pursued or continued the deathmatch type of wrestling. And even when I did wrestle that type, I always would talk to my uncle Lester Supreme and say, let's just wrestle a wrestling match, and it just so happens that there's thumbtacks on the floor and there's barbed wire in the corner and stuff like that. And that's always my idea of how I try to do my death matches, was just wrestling a regular match, but just so happens the deathmatch stuff is there.
Yeah, legit guys that can actually grapple and stuff in there.
Yeah.
But hey, if it's there, use it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's great. And nowadays they have like the Performance Center up there in Orlando with NXT. And how do you think that's changing everything? Do you think if you had a Performance Center when you were starting out, would that have changed you at all as a wrestler, as a performer?
I think absolutely. The training that they have down there is probably second to none. But I wouldn't have changed anything the way I came up, because I feel that I tell all my students here at Santino Brothers Wrestling is that if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Mm-hmm. And the main thing is you got to have fun. And in having fun, if you can be great enough to catch people's eye and go to bigger stages, that's the way to do it. And I think the way to do it is just, some guys get caught up chasing that dream, chasing that dragon, and that's all you're doing is chasing it. But just, you need to stop, smell the roses, have fun, have fun what you're doing, and that's really the best way to really blossom.
And yeah, just like the pursuit of pleasure, not the avoidance of pain, even though there's a lot in this ring.
Yeah, a lot of it, like you got to wrestle for yourself first. You got to wrestle for yourself first.
Now, and speaking of, so we covered the wrestling. I see you have a tattoo there on your ring finger.
Yeah. That's my wedding tattoo. Married to Jezebel. Sylvia Munoz is my wife, and we got married at Lucha Vavoom. Everything wrestling.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
At Lucha Vavoom, yeah, everything wrestling right after our wrestling match. So
nice. You guys have any kids yet?
No kids. Just 2 dogs, 5 cats.
5 cats. You're a cat guy.
Yeah, well, she's the crazy cat lady.
She's the
yeah.
You guys got the dogs at least.
They're her dogs too.
Wow.
But they're mine. They're also mine. You know, married life.
Of course, you got to get it comes with the contract. Now, you ever think about wanting to have kids at some point?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely does cross my mind, but my love was always wrestling. My love was always wrestling, and I felt that, well, maybe it's my selfishness, but I felt that if I have kids and I can't play in the ring, I have to be more responsible than that. And that was always my deal. And so I think, I chose wrestling, I guess, you know.
So, and now you own this great academy here in LA. Do you still get in the ring from time to time and wrestle and perform?
Yeah, I've only wrestled 1 match this year, back in February. It's August now. I'm hoping to get 1 more match in. But we'll see how it goes. I've been doing this 21 years, so it gets a little harder. I don't know if I'm as tough as I used to be. It hurts a little bit more. More exciting for me these days than wrestling is actually like signing up 31 students. You know, that does pump me up more than hitting a move perfectly, because we just did it this Sunday. I did an audition for a music band that's going to travel at the end of this year, and I did it, and I said, well, I don't know if I like this, because I don't feel fulfilled as I should feel. I feel way more fulfilled when I sign up a student, or when someone comes in, you can see it in their eyes and they learn something. Things are changing for me, really. People
change all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Different chapters in everyone's lives, you know, and that's great that you're able to find evolve and keep the dream.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to the wrestling, because that's all I've ever wanted to do in my life was wrestle. So it's kind of hard to transition and say, it's okay, you don't want to do this anymore. You want to do the other part of it. You want to promote shows, and you want to promote, get students in, and create a world-renowned wrestling school. So that's my passion right now.
It's awesome, Joey. I'm gonna do a lightning round here for the last minute. I'm gonna throw off some questions to you. You give me the first word that comes to mind, like PC or Mac. Which one would you be? Do you do PC or Mac?
Oh, PC.
You're a PC guy. What's your favorite wrestling move?
Gonzo Bomb.
The Gonzo Bomb.
Yeah.
All right. When was the last time you had ice cream?
Oh, it's got to be a little while. Probably a couple of months.
Last time you had alcoholic beverage?
Last Saturday night at the country concert.
Last time you gave somebody a hug?
This morning, my wife.
Good man. Last person you sent a text to?
my trainer, Robbie Phoenix.
Nice. And what's your favorite thing about LA?
The weather.
Vegas or New York City?
I'm gonna have to say Vegas. Never been to New York.
Favorite place to travel?
Wow, I don't get out much.
LA's pretty
Yeah, I love LA.
exotic enough, right?
Yeah, you got the ocean, you got the mountains, you got the desert and the city.
You got everything you need.
Yeah, you do.
Well, Joey, thank you so much for having us in here today.
I appreciate it.
Everyone, back at home, thank you for watching. See you next time.